How is it going, guys? It is time for the new products video of the month for the GR86 and BRZ, even though it's the end of the month. I have been recovering from a nasty cold, so I apologize in advance if I sound super congested or end up dying coughing in the middle of the video. Now, that being said, I am loving how much aftermarket support these cars are getting. Of course, a lot of that stems from the first gen, but manufacturers are continuing to come out with new products for these cars, so it is a great time to be an enthusiast. So let's check out what's new for this month. Of course, we gotta start off with some new Driven Media goodness. Each of these pieces you see here in front of me are a new addition to the carbon fiber lineup. I'm super excited to share them with you guys. We're gonna start right here with the outer shifter trim. If you take a look in the interior of your GR86 or BRZ, you'll see a lot of silver accents throughout the inside of the car. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I try to change it up as much as I can. So this piece was molded to fit perfectly over that silver trim that goes around your shifter. So it starts on the driver's side, goes around the shifter and up towards the knob. You pair this up with the knob panel cover and it is absolute perfection. Next to this, we have some fuse box covers. So this was designed to not only fit over the top of the fuse box cover, but cover the sides of the lid as well, so you get full coverage. And of course, we have the gloss, matte, and the forged option. In front of the fuse box covers, we have this piece right here. This is the V2 manual shifter trim. It's a lot different than the other shifter trim that we offer because one, it includes the switch panel cover underneath the switches here, and two, it has this raised area in the middle with a circular opening for the shift boot and shift lever to come through. So it adds some depth to that area and it's a super unique look. Again, we have the gloss, matte, and forged option. This large piece right here is the glove box dashboard cover. On the passenger's side, right above the glove box, there's a piece that goes across the dash, and that is exactly where this installs. It makes for a fantastic statement piece, and you pair this up with other Driven Media carbon fiber products, and it completely changes how the interior of the car looks. In front of that, we have some belt pulley covers. These are a direct replacement for your OEM covers, which are just a boring matte black plastic. So if you're looking to add some carbon fiber accents to your engine bay, pair these up with the fuse box cover. They're super easy to install. It's literally 4 10mm bolts and 2 clips, and these install right in their place. Of course, all of these pieces are going to be available in the gloss, matte, or forged option, just like the rest of the carbon fiber lineup. For those of you that are big fans of the wide angle side view mirrors, these are back in stock, by the way, both the clear and blue version. You may also be interested in this new product, which is the wide angle anti-glare rear view mirror. This has a curve to it that's going to slightly increase your field of view, but the most important thing is that it has the blue tint built in to help cut down on glare from headlights and the sun behind you. It's made to fit the OEM base model mirror with the manual switch, so keep that in mind. Really easy to install, double-sided tape on the back, and it's cut to fit perfectly inside the frame of the OEM mirror. So again, if you like the blue tint on your wide angle side view mirrors, you may want to opt for this as well. If you're wanting to add a fourth brake light to your car, take a look at the Renegade fourth brake light. When I released the install video for these, a lot of you guys asked for a clear version, so I just made pre-orders available on the website for 2 new versions. This one isn't one of the new ones. This is a CBR, which is a clear lens, black base with a red diffuser for the parking light, but the new ones are a CBW, which is a clear lens black base with a white diffuser for the parking lights. And then there is an SBW, which is a smoke lens with the white diffuser. So if you're wanting to pick one of those up, head over to the Driven Media website, get your pre-order in to ensure you're getting one out of the limited quantity that I have coming. Current ETA is late next month. Let's take a moment to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Aura. Let me ask you guys, how safe do you actually think you are online? Well, in today's digital age, 1 out of 4 people fall victim to internet crime. There was actually a huge cyber attack when I was at my previous employer that caused a bunch of financial information to be stolen. And let me tell you, those people that had their info stolen were not okay. They were not happy, and I don't blame them. Financial fraud and identity theft can be a huge setback in your life, and I don't want that happening to any of you. Luckily, Aura provides you with everything you need to prevent all of that from happening. You get fast, reliable fraud alerts. They monitor all 3 credit bureaus, And you even get access to online tools like an antivirus, a password manager, and a VPN that's going to ensure your privacy even over a public network by encrypting all the information. All the plans come with $1 million of coverage for losses due to identity theft, and you can add your whole family to the plan. If you're interested, don't need to buy anything, just click the link below or go to aura.com/KevinVo to check out what they have to offer and see all the tools you get access to stay protected. Huge shout out to Aura for sponsoring today's video. We've also restocked some Driven Media merch, so there's more Gradient GR86 hoodies and Ramen Parts t-shirts, and I also added a Ramen Parts hoodie as well. That's probably my favorite design so far, but if you're looking to support the channel, this is a great way of doing so while also receiving high quality merch. I guarantee you will not be disappointed with the quality of these. I ensured that these would be something that I would be happy spending my own money on and wearing myself. Let's talk about something that I have been highly anticipating and patiently waiting for quite some time now. Some of you guys might know that I've been toying with the idea of adding some forced induction to the GR86, and this kit might just make me pull the trigger. HKS has just recently released their GT3 RS turbo kit specifically for the FA24. Now let's talk about some numbers real quick. They claim peak numbers of 366 horsepower, which is over 120 more than stock, and 293 foot-pounds of torque, which is over 100 more than stock. That is a significant increase in power, especially for a car that's as lightweight as the GR86 and BRZ. Now, here's what's crazy. They say that this kit is compatible with the stock clutch and injectors, but I don't know, if you're making more than 300, 350 more horsepower on this car, I would probably suggest an upgraded clutch, fuel pump, and injectors, especially if you're running E85, because you're gonna be safe and make more power that way anyway. So that would be my recommendation, but HKS does say it's compatible with the stock clutch and injectors. Now this kit comes in at $5,800, which honestly is not that bad at all for a full bolt-on turbo kit. It makes it that much more enticing for me to click that add to cart button. You're gonna get the GT3 RS turbo itself. You've got the exhaust manifold, catted down pipe, intercooler and piping, and then the iconic mushroom intake on the end of the turbo. If you guys want to see me install that turbo kit on this car, let me know in the comments section down below. I am this close to hitting that add to cart button and making a bad financial decision, but I want to hear this car make some turbo noises, so just give me a reason. If you guys don't happen to have $5,800 laying around to spend on a turbo kit, but you still want to rock some JDM swag, HKS actually has some dope merch available on their catalog, like their oil splash sandals, doormat, and microfiber towel assortment. I was doing a deep dive into their catalog and found a bunch of stuff that I never knew existed, so I might need to pick up some of this stuff instead of spending money I don't have on a turbo kit. Those of you that are in the market for an aftermarket exhaust system and you're really emphasizing performance and weight savings, you want to take a look at the HKS High Power Spec L2. This was designed specifically for cup cars in Japan, and it's the lightest stainless steel system that I know of. It weighs in at just over 17 pounds. And what's nuts is that even though it's 17 pounds, single exit on the passenger side, you're not just getting a straight pipe. You still get a normal resonator, a Helmholtz resonator, and a muffler. So it's not gonna be an obnoxiously loud exhaust. You're still gonna get a refined sound that's not too crazy loud, with the benefit of that weight savings. I think it's 52% lighter than stock, which is crazy. Speaking of exhaust, Compressive Tuning has come out with some carbon fiber exhaust heat shields that come as a pair, so you get one for each side. And these are gonna help to protect your bumper from being melted from the exhaust tips, as well as add a nice carbon fiber touch to your rear end. This next part is actually something that I'm gonna have a full install video on, hopefully next week. But this is the Zestec steering wheel hub, but it's not just a normal steering wheel hub. Let me open this up and show you guys what's inside. Give me a second. All right, we have a bunch of decals there and a bunch of stickers to customize the hub itself. And look at this. This is crazy. This looks like something on a race car, that you would have on a race car. We have all these different controls and knobs, and you're able to customize these to control certain things on your car using their software. So you would use the software, get this program to maybe have this knob control your volume, have this control the source of the media, put a button to cruise control, and you're able to do all that so you don't lose the steering wheel controls on your OEM steering wheel, even though you're swapping out to an aftermarket steering wheel. It also comes with shifter paddles. Obviously, I'm not gonna be using that on my car, but you do have that option if your car comes with shifter paddles. So, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys how to install this on the car in a later video, but this is such a cool product, especially if you're turning your GR86 or BRZ into a full race car, to have a hub like this where you can customize controls. Maybe you could even do like a pit limiter or something like that. I'm not cool enough to do that, but I am gonna show you how to install this. Another big product release is from Cobb Tuning. Before this, they didn't really have any support for the FRS, 86, or BRZ, but now they've come out with a flash kit for the GR86 and BRZ that essentially gives you a Bluetooth EcuTech dongle, the software, and a Cobb off-the-shelf map that's going to slightly increase your horsepower and torque, or you can get the Stage 1 kit that includes the air filter as well. This is the Bluetooth dongle, so you can use your phone to change things on the fly, or now that I think about it, you could map some of the buttons on that Zestech steering wheel hub I showed you to change the maps as well. This is 50 state legal, emissions legal, so if you live in a state where you have to get your car checked, this is something that you can do legally without having to worry about it when you have to go pick your car in. For those of you that are looking for a new suspension setup for your car, I've got two different options to show you. If you have a bit of a higher budget and you're just tracking or drifting your car, maybe you just want a really high quality street setup, take a look at the N1 Evolution damper from Apex Side. This is their flagship track engineered suspension setup. So if you order these, they're gonna reach out to you, ask all the information about your car so that they can customize the suspension system specifically for your car and the different modifications that you have made. Now, if you don't need anything too crazy and you want to spend a little bit less, they also have their N1 Type EXV, so you still get a high quality coilover system with the height, damping, and camber adjustment, but at a much more affordable price. I would say these are a perfect hybrid setup for those of you that are mostly doing street driving with the occasional track day. Now, a while back during SEMA last year, we found a new set of taillights. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's a refresher. So those were teased at the Spider booth, and when I talked to them, they were supposed to be released sometime early this year, but I haven't heard anything from them ever since. They do have them posted on their website along with a new fourth brake light that I haven't seen as well, but you can't actually buy them. But what I did find is that Subimods must have gotten a hold of these because they're listed under the Molded Innovations brand now that you can buy on the Subimods website. So maybe we need to test these out. If you want to see these on a car, let me know. And there you have it, guys. That is gonna do it for this month's new products video. If you like something you saw, all the links are down in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, comment down below. And if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.